on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Memphis Hounds and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Memphis Hounds and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
And not too much time has elapsed yet here in this one. Let's get you into the action here early in this first quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20. And got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say,
and it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation?
Just like that.
Again, it's Haskins. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. We are in the red zone. Time to get you back to the action as this offense comes up on a 2nd and 2. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Powerful running. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And you're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Just over 90 seconds to go in the first half. The offense with a football, but they have it in their own territory.
Ready. 25.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Black 22.
Final play of the half here. Winston. His throw caught right around the 6. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video.
A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. Well, let's get back into the action. This defense up against a 1st and 10. The ball down at the 12-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the... Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty... And the pressure gets to him again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3,
This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the 2nd half. So we got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments in the...
Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Memphis, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll be guaranteed a